May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. In this video, we're going to take a look at cable, pound USD, and we're going to be looking at it on the forex.com chart, the FX broker. All right, and we'll take a quick glance at the futures chart for the pound, but it's virtually identical to what I'm going to show you in the pound USD. So let's take a look at it. Let's have a top-down analysis starting with the monthly, right? All right. Now you can see, obviously, on the monthly, we've had, what am I doing? All right. We have a low, an impulsive move low. We have a pullback. We have a new low breaking this low. We have a pullback. It did not break this high, but it did break this low. So we have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then things started to change here. We had the pullback that we expected, but we didn't get that new follow through, did we? It actually made a small impulsive move to the downside, kind of went into this range and then broke that made a market structure shift to the upside. We broke some structure here. This is a market structure shift in my view, which brings things to start, which brings me to say, hey, price is shifting from bearish to bullish here. All right. And what would confirm that? That we didn't take out this low. We didn't take out this low. Instead, we had a market structure shift here and a market structure shift here. That's two market structure shifts. And for me, that's good news. And what we don't want to see is on the pullback, this low get taken out. And that's exactly what happened. It came close. But we see 2 months, one complete month and the new month of March pushing up pretty doggone strong. So on this market, on this time frame, all right, in this time frame, I am bullish. Once we broke here, I just want to make sure you get this point. Once we had a market structure shift here, and then we broke the high and didn't take out this low, that means we are making higher highs and higher lows here. You understand? We are pushing higher. This isn't considered a low. If we break this low here, this is an intermediate swing, but this is the swing that we needed for the market to break in order to say, hey, yeah, we're heading lower. The pullback is over, and that we're going to resume the bearish trend. That's not what happened. This low stayed protected, and you see the push up from here. For me, that's a bullish turn. Okay, now let's go down to the weekly, and you can see something very clearly. All right, this area here, the reason why price took this bullish, this impulsive move to the upside is because of this area here. This is an area of demand, a demand zone. All right, price hit it here, and you see the move to the upside here to break this high. All right, price pushed down back into the demand. All right, took out this low, and this is something that you want to see, a liquidity low just over and above an area of demand. Price reacted like we knew it would, and guess what? We have another market structure shift to the upside here. This low represents a bullish move. Now, as long as this low stays intact, I'm looking for nothing but buys. And buys would have got you paid. Got a higher high, higher low. A higher low here, a higher high here, a higher low here, a higher high here. Hey, and if you look very closely, right up, come on, man. What am I doing? If you look very closely right here, you can see that there was a bullish fair value gap created, and that price in this bearish candle stabbed into it, and you see the move up from there. Yeah, yeah. So it's not the size that matters. It is the effectiveness. The effectiveness that counts. All right. And price effectively pushed that bullish fair value gap, did what it was supposed to do, push price higher. Okay. All right. So, and we have a bullish market structure shift. So I'm still bullish. I'm bullish in the monthly. I'm bullish in the weekly. Let's go to well, let me slow up. All right. See this here? This is an area. This is an area I'm watching very closely. It's a supply zone. All right. It's an area of fair value. All right. And it's not the strongest in the world. All right. But you can see there was a liquidity high to be taken on the way into it. All right. So I'm expecting a reaction. All right. I'm thinking that it's going to be a bump in the road, meaning that price will react to it, but eventually clear it, because there's some highs up here that I think is going to be a low resistance liquidity run. If we go to the daily, what I want you to see in this bullish leg up is we have a fair value gap already on the daily. We have one right below that. All right. And below that, we have an area of fair value that has not been, none of these have been tested yet. All right. The reaction I'm looking to see from this area of supply that price has found itself burrowing into, I think we're going to get that reaction back into this area of the fair value gap, this fair value gap area, and I'm looking for price to pull down into it and push higher. All right. If this doesn't hold, I'm going to use this pen. If this one doesn't hold, come on, man, come on. Why would you do that in front of company? If this one doesn't hold, then I'm looking for it to come down to here. All right. So this is what I'm expecting. Boom, boom, inside here, and push up from there. Right. If this one doesn't do it, and it comes down to this one, so be it. All right, this is going to I'll be happy to take along from here, but I'm not going to just jump into longs as soon as it gets into a blue area. I'm going to look for a price to push down, and I'll wait patiently until price breaks a high like this one. All right, this is a market structure shift. You understand? And when I see that shift, I'll be waiting for it to pull back so I can take a high probability trade to the upside. All right. I'll be looking for the exact same thing down here. All right. If it comes down in here, I'm looking for a price to give me a shift from bearish to bullish, a market structure shift, and then I'll take that buy and ride it on up. Now, in the case that it does make it through these bullish fair value gaps, and it comes down to this area of fair value, hey, all right, hey, I'm going to look for price to come to this fine area of demand. And if it makes it down in here, I'm looking for price to turn around right there. That's all. That's all there is to it. Okay. Which one is more high probability? Well, this one here, honestly, because that'll be right around, if you think about it, this is a trading range, and you look for the 50%. You look for price to come down towards at least 50% in retracements. Ideally, it'll come to the 61.8 area on your fib, and then you could take a high probability trade to the upside. But because there was so much momentum in the weekly candle, last week's candle, that took a while. All right. I'm not expecting a retracement that big. I'm expecting the retracement to probably be around the 38%, which would be the first fair value gap on the daily that I was talking about. I don't think it'll reach back all the way down here. All right. But if it comes down to the 50%, which aligns with this fair value gap, all the better. All right. that'll be for a pretty high probability trade if it sets up. If I see that market structure shift hit here where it turns from bearish to bullish, I'll take it from here. But I'll be looking at this one first, this one second, and this area last. This is the highest probability in my opinion. But we'll see. There's momentum in this candle, in the weekly candle. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm expecting some kind of pullback, though. I am. All right. And I forgot to mention, these will be my areas of buy-side liquidity that I expect to be taken quite possibly sometime next week. Yes. So if price continues up before it takes out these, then I'm not going to be looking at these as high probability trades. Let me tell you that right now. All right. I'm looking for, if it takes out these highs, I'm looking for a pretty decent pullback. But there's a whole bunch of other things that I'll be looking for if it goes up here first. I'm looking for it to pull back down first, and then find to grab liquidity, and then move up and take those highs out. Now, the exact same scenario exists for those that are trading the pound futures. All right, exact same scenario, same bullish fair value gaps here, all right, and the area of fair value down here, this bullish area of fair value with the embedded, the nested demand zone inside of it. So price comes down, I'll take it the same way. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and do remember to subscribe to my channel. Okay, and I put out a video detailing the US dollar and how it's affecting all the majors. I already put that video out before this one, and also the Euro USD. I'll leave links below this video for you to check those out, and leave one on the screen as well. And I hope that you trade carefully, and may profits be upon you all next week.